6th of June, we have the new moon in a Gemini coming. And as you already know, you can say that I am sharing the chart of this event. But before we get into the details of that chart, let me tell you and let me remind you that the new moons are really about the new beginning, planting seeds for future, new intentions, some kind of new ideas, goals. It's a great time to journal, to write down new goals, to plant those seeds for future. And at this time, this new moon is a very positive. Really, it is in a Gemini, in the sign of Gemini. So the very fantastic sign that is, the ruler is Mercury. So it is connected with communication, very fast, connected to mind as well, puzzles, fun and quickly thinking, witty, adaptive. So that speed of light and that fast communication that is related to the mindset, that the education as well. So that's the great time, that's a great area around the education, communication, where you can plant some kind of seeds. That's a great time to if you worked on something, if you start working on something, if you plan to launch or you have some kind of upcoming events for your clients, upcoming services for your clients, that's a great time to communicate that. This new moon is really about the communication, but it's also about the new beginning. So if there is something that you will work on and you would like to already communicate that will be a very positive date to communicate that to your clients, to your friends, to family. Share your ideas using the social media as well, because Mercury is about social media and the media in general, transportation as well. And the Gemini is about very closely to the communication part of it. So you can use the social media to share those ideas, to share the upcoming events, to communicate that to your customers, to your followers. And also, as you can see, we have a lot of planets in the Gemini at this time. So this new moon is really placed, I'm not sure if you will be able to see, it is really placed between the Venus and Jupiter and Mercury as well. So it is right in the middle. So those two beneficial planets are protecting this energy of this new moon. That's why it is a very positive new moon. It is also in conjunction with the Venus. So financial beginnings, something that you might communicate and that will trigger money flow. Also love, harmony. And that's the energy that is coming from that conjunction of new moon together with the Venus and Jupiter, that is the expansion. Those two planets are really protecting. This new moon is just in between those two, together with Mercury also in Gemini in its own sign, where it feels really great, which it rules. We have the square with Saturn here. However, it looks like those energies, we shouldn't feel that square in Saturn that much. It shouldn't affect that new moon positive energy. Also because if you look closely at this, then the Jupiter and Venus should really protect. So Saturn tries to do something, but well, it misses. That's the feeling of that new moon coming in a Gemini. So that's the great time really to plant some kind of seeds in terms of the communication with your clients, to share those ideas. And then let's move to some kind of routines, how you can use that new moon, what you can do during that new moon. I already mentioned the journaling, which is fantastic. I love journal because it really gives you the opportunity to write down your thoughts, to write down those intentions, to write down those goals that are coming here. And it is then easier to really reflect on them because you have written them down. It is really easier to plan when you write those ideas down and those intentions. What would you like to do during that time? What would you like to focus on during that time? And if you would like to process something, this new moon is really, really great to share some kind of ideas and share information, education. It is also a great time to start courses, educational courses, join any kind of learning groups as well. We are still in Gemini, so a great time to socialize, to start new relationships, to meet people as well, and like give it a new beginning as well. And in terms of the rituals, because you can see that so many planets are in the air sign, and including Pluto, which is in Aquarius, we have so much air energy that is moving fast and unexpectedly, but also like fast, and we feel that pressure a little bit. It's a great time. This new moon is a great time to ground yourself, to have some kind of grounding rituals. One of them, you can go to the forest and you can have the forest bath. So go on a walk in the forest. You can even just stop for a second and take off your shoes and ground yourself to the ground and touch with your feet the grass, the earth. So that's the great time to really do that. If you cannot go into any park, any forest, and you need to stay at home, that's a great time to also use some kind of wooden oils, sandalwood oils, or candles to get that vibe and energy of the forest and a little bit ground yourself. Yoga practice and activities that require you to be barefoot as well, where you can use that. Even yoga in the forest or yoga in the park, a great time to really ground yourself. We might need that to do not fly away with this air energy. You can really use those grounding practices. You can also use the work with chakras and your root chakra to ground yourself to the earth and feel the support of the earth as well. I mentioned the journaling, and it's also this new moon will be also a great time to, for example, start reading a new book that you were ignoring and you didn't want to start reading, but you know that it might come with some kind of new knowledge for yourself, new beginning. That's the great time to either open that podcast and listen to that new podcast, or read a new book for yourself, for your progress. I mentioned the grounding. New moon is also a great time to prepare for that new beginning and simply wash your body in a more ritual way with some kind of peeling, with a long bath that you can take. You can add this sandalwood scents to that, to even more feel that in nature everything is right now blooming and growing and is getting greener and greener. So you can really use that time to for that. You can organize a picnic with your husband or partner to as well enjoy that nature energy, ground yourself, stay with your thoughts and think about those intentions. I really like to do that, and I will definitely go to the park and I will think about the future, those intentions, I will set them in motion definitely during that time. Jupiter will stay in Gemini for 12 months, and it will square Saturn. But no worries, that Saturn energy will not be that huge right now. In the beginning, Jupiter is moving really fast. As for Jupiter, this time, because it is a slow planet, but it is moving really fast right now, so this square will not be that feelable. I don't know if there is a word like that right now, but closer to that change, closer to getting to those 12 months, it will be more and more visible, and you will feel that more. But in terms of the new moon, it is a very positive new moon. You can check in which sign do you have the Gemini, so you will know in which area it can materialize for yourself as well. There will be videos on TikTok for each of the signs, for a couple of aspects. Usually when I am doing videos for each sign, they will be uploaded on TikTok, so make sure you subscribe my channel here, but also get into my TikTok account. There is a lot more content than on YouTube at this stage. And well, I think I covered pretty much all. So if you have any questions, any comments, or if you would like to get more in some kind of videos and you would like to get more knowledge, let me know what is going through your head, what thoughts do you have, and let's share that positive energy. Hugs and kisses.